All right, let's get some entertainment for you now. And this morning, we got a taste of what's to come from this year's Emmys. The Academy of Television and Arts and Sciences releasing the nominations. To talk us through them, we're joined by entertainment reporter Sam Rubin, live from Hollywood. Good morning to you, Sam Rubin. Succession has absolutely dominated.
Brooke, there's absolutely no question. More than 24 nominations, an extraordinary final season for Succession, and the Emmy voters cast their nominations. Succession receiving almost all of them. If you have a speaking part on this show, you probably are an Emmy nominee today. A huge, huge number of nominations. The only thing that could happen here that might be interesting, as you look at your drama series there, House of the Dragon, The Crown, Better Call Saul, and/or Last of Us, Succession, White Lotus did very well, and Yellow Jackets. As you look at all these actor nominations for Succession, maybe the vote is split between Jeremy Strong and Kieran Culkin, and maybe Bob Odenkirk has a chance to sneak in for Better Call Saul. People have great affection for that show. But again, 3 leading men from one show is extraordinary. So unless it's a miracle day for Bob Odenkirk, I think Succession really walks away with the Emmy night.
Well, they battled it out in the show, and now they're battling it out in real life as well. Our very own Sarah Snook was nominated for Best Actress in a Drama. Do you think she can win?
I do think she can win. I think this could be an absolute tsunami of success for Succession. And Sarah Snook absolutely held her own. She was terrific in the show. She's joined young Bella Ramsey. Elizabeth Moss has been nominated many times. Kerry Russell, that was a surprise to me. Sarah Snook is absolutely in the hunt here. Shiv, which is a really good nickname when you consider what a Shiv is thought of here as a knife. She was great in the show, and I think has every reason to want to show up on Emmy night. Depending on when Emmy night is, she could certainly be a winner.
Ted Lasso, it's a real crowd favourite. It's received a lot of love. How likely is it, do you think, that the show will win big at the awards?
Well, you know what happens here, Brooke, which is rare. Ted Lasso, more than any other show, really campaigns. If you're an Emmy voter, you're receiving screenings and parties, and the cast is out. They're very, very busy. But this is a very crowded category. In terms of comedy, Ted Lasso going up against Maisel, Murders in the Building, Wednesday, that's new, of course, from Netflix, Abbott Elementary, Bear, the Barry, of course, and Jury Duty. Let's talk about some of those other nominees. Abbott Elementary, I think, is a big favorite. It is literally the only broadcast network comedy that got any attention at all. 8 nominations. Second season, every bit as good as the first, so people have great affection for that show. Then the comedies that aren't comedies. The Bear is great. It's arguably the best show on television, but it's not really a comedy. And season 2 was ineligible for Emmy consideration, but season 2 was so great, I think it helped season 1 get all these nominations. Barry, final season for Bill Hader. Nobody more dramatic or talented. Director, writer, actor, Henry Winkler nominated yet again. NoHo Hank, Anthony Corrigan also nominated. Great show, final season, we'll see what happens. He's up against Martin Short, Jason Segel, Jason Sudeikis, Jeremy Allen White for The Bear. And then the thing that surprises me here, if you talk about snubs to a degree, no Harrison Ford, not for Shrinking or not for 1929.
I'm surprised by that because he was met with critical acclaim for those roles. A very big snub. Hey, finally, I just want to talk to you about the strikes. How do you think they'll impact the ceremonies?
You know what, Brooke? We're sitting here biting our well-manicured nails with the question, do they walk? It would be soon. Less than 8 hours from now is the final deadline. A federal mediator is in with the producers and the actors. If you're asking me, I think we have a conversation tomorrow about actors striking and on the picket line. A lot of people say if the actors and the writers are both out, the writers have been out for 10 weeks, the Emmys will not happen on that scheduled September 18th date, and it'll be pushed.
So can I just ask you very quickly, just finally, if the actors strike, nothing is getting made, no one is acting in anything. Is that right? Effectively, I would say 95% of all business shows down. Smaller movies can go forward if they agree to the union that whatever deal you ultimately make will abide by. So you can get waivers, but they're few and far between. Essentially, worldwide, show business
shuts down.
Wow, could make for some very interesting award ceremonies next year. Yeah. Thanks, Sam Riven.
Very good. That is all coming your way shortly. But first, let's get you some entertainment news. There's heaps around this morning because we've got a taste of what's to come from this year's Emmys. The Academy of Television Arts and Sciences releasing the nominations this morning.
To take us through this, we've got a new entertainment reporter debuting today. Welcome, Britt Warburton, who
Mrs.
just got...
Britt Warburton.
She got married.
Different name.
Welcome back.
Good to see you, Britt. Let's talk
Good to
about one
see
of
you
our
guys.
favourite shows of all time, Succession. What did it do today?
Guys, it absolutely prevailed, to be expected. The most nominations at the Emmys with 27 noms. I mean, it is absolutely incredible. The most nominations for an HBO series, but it has made history because 3 of its stars are competing in the Best Actor category in a drama series. Jeremy Strong, Brian Cox, who was only in 3 episodes, guys. He is in the lead actor category, and Kieran Culkin, and we have spoken about this so much, but I reckon it has to be Kieran's year. Yeah. He's moved from the supporting actor category to the Best Actor category, so it's going to be a big night for him.
It was his season.
It was his season, but absolutely incredible. They literally, if you were in that show, you've got an Emmy nomination. They have swept.
Incredible stuff.
They have absolutely swept, and rightly so. It was incredible final season 4. So
well,
can't wait.
and among them was our very own Sarah Snook, who of course played Shiv Roy. She's up for a gong as well, and she's one of 2 Aussies. Is that right?
Yeah. Well, she is leading the category here in Best Actress for a drama series. I think she is a shoo-in to win this. I mean, she's up against Melanie Linsky for Yellow Jackets, Elizabeth Moss, Bella Ramsey, the young girl from The Last of Us. So they are also up for a nomination. But I think Shiv, that season for Shiv Roy was absolutely incredible. So I reckon Sarah Snook is definitely a shoo-in.
It's got to be a lockdown for her.
And then I also want to mention Murray Bartlett, who we love, is up for 2 nominations.
What?
He's up for Welcome to Chippendales. He's in the Best Actor for a limited series there, and also Best Guest Actor in a drama series for The Last of Us. He had that incredible episode. So, well done to him. He is absolutely on fire.
I mean, what a time he's having. Good on you. Aussie's leading the charge there at the Emmys. What about White Lotus? You mentioned it before. And Ted Lasso, they got a bunch of noms too.
So much love this year.
It's a lot of good telly this year.
There's
been a lot of good television,
Yeah.
but the White Lotus scored 21 nominations.
Wow.
Obviously, in the supporting categories, they've absolutely dominated there. But Jennifer Coolidge's Tanya, she literally went out with a bang. She died at the end of last season, but it was all worth it because she got an Emmy nomination out of it.
Give her the award just so we can have the speech.
Wow. Give her the award. Honestly, she does the best speeches. But this also the 3rd and final season of Ted Lasso as well. Jason Sudeikis, that series receiving 21 nominations. Best Outstanding Comedy Series. And then, of course, all the stars from that show, Jason Sudeikis, Brett Goldstein, Phil Dunster, Hannah Waddingham and Juno Temple, also up for awards. So it might be a perfect 3 from 3 if they win Outstanding Comedy Series. And I think they're a shoo-in, really, because there are some bizarre shows in this category. You've got The Bear, which I think should be in the drama series category.
I agree.
I don't know why this is in the comedy
And Barry,
series.
which started as a comedy, ended up as this sort of like
Very dark.
comedy.
Exactly,
though.
yeah,
But look, Bill
very
Hader, I mean, he is such an auteur.
Yeah.
It's one of the great turnarounds of a career. Like, he has just gone from being like a comedian to being this sort of amazing visionary director, writer, actor. That he could actually take it home for Barry, one of my favourite shows.
Someone please explain to me why these shows are in the comedy
dark
series.
comedy.
Not
The
enough
Americans.
comedies around.
Maybe that's why. They've got to spread the love a little bit.
Okay, so where there are winners, there are losers. Who was
Yes,
snubbed?
always some losers. Harrison Ford, the poor guy, just give him an
He's
Emmy
having a hard
nomination.
time.
And it's his 81st birthday as well. So he was actually snubbed for 1923, which is the spin-off from Yellowstone, and Shrinking, which I thought he was absolutely phenomenal in. Very, very funny. So he has been snubbed this year, along with Elizabeth Olsen, who was in Love and Death. She had a very, very dramatic role.
People love that.
And they thought, yeah, she would definitely earn a nomination, but she was snubbed as well. So, yeah.
Look, there's just so much good TV and there's so many good performances
That's
that
right.
people are going to miss out. Even
That's
good
right.
people. Britt, good to have you here again.
Thanks,
Britt
guys. See you
Warburton.
later.
See you
Britt
again shortly.
Warbo.
The war. Can we go
I
with
love
that?
it. Yeah, go with War.
The Warbers.
Warbo. You're a good sport, Britt. See you.
Succession and The Last of Us lead nominations at this year's Emmys. US correspondent Alison Petrowski is in Hollywood for us this morning. Ali, a number of Aussies up for awards.
Yeah, that's right, Brooke. Good morning to you. Sarah Snook nominated for lead actress in a drama for her role as Shiv Roy in Succession. Anna Torv was nominated for guest actress in The Last of Us. And Murray Bartlett receiving not one but two nominations, Brooke. Guest actor in Last of Us and also supporting actor in a limited series. Succession really sweeping up today, Brooke. 27 nominations all up, including Best Drama. It'll go up against The Last of Us and also The White Lotus. Brooke, the Emmys are due to take place here in Los Angeles on September 18. But look, that is very much up in the air because of the ongoing writers' strike. Also throw into the mix a potential actors' strike looming. The officials sitting down this morning trying to nut it out with the actors' union to stop them from walking off the job. It could happen as early as tomorrow. And if it does, Brooke, it would be the first time since 1960 that both major unions have walked off the job at the same time.
Wow, thanks, Ali.
Hey there, Today fans. Sarah and...
What's my name again?
Oh my God, Carl.
Hey, thanks for watching our YouTube channel, though. Subscribe now for more news, special reports, and amazing Aussie stories.
And Carl misbehaving,
Whoa,
of course.
that never happens.
Always happens.
What's she talking about?